Jiunge nasi kwa kuishi katika hive. Uchawi wa muziki ajabu kabisa.
Live at the Hive.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live at the Hive, where we have a great performance for you from LAURIE, DAMERON, and she's our touring musician tonight. So we'll give her a big applause. Yay! And then we also have May Crow. She is one of our local musicians in town, so she's making a debut tonight for us. I'm sure she's played many other places. This first time we get to see her. So welcome. Thank you so much for playing and performing with us. And if anybody doesn't know what we do here at Live at the Hive, we are a mental health, this is my first time being on the microphone for a long time talking. Usually I'm a singer and I can hide and pretend like I don't, like, that I'm not nervous and shy. So anyway, but thank you for letting me do this tonight. And then just so you know, Live at the Hive is held every Saturday, and it's held at Boise Hive. Boise Hive is a community space nonprofit organization that is geared towards helping our local musicians with their mental health and issues that they're dealing with every day. Suicide. We have suicide prevention, drug and alcohol abuse counseling, and many other things. So we also have affordable practice spaces so that it just makes it a little bit more accessible for our musicians to have a practice space, especially if you live in cities where it's kind of, you have to be quiet because of your neighbors. We have a place for you. Anyway, and then before I get rambling and talking a long time, because that's what I do when I get nervous, I'd like to just let you know we have May Crow going first, and then LAURIE, DAMERON will be on next. Thank you so much. Yay!
I am so excited to be here tonight. Thank you so much for having me. Again, I'm May Crow, and I've been playing music for pretty much as long as I can remember. I started with the piano at 4 years old, and then have picked up a lot of instruments in the meantime. I grew up in Utah, and then I transplanted here about 8 years ago, which is really funny because I used to tell people that Boise saved my marriage, and now I'm divorced. And so really, though, Boise saved my life. I've been given so many just beautiful and amazing opportunities. And yeah, anyway, I used to be a worship leader. And now I write what I lovingly call ex-Christian worship music. And I'm going to be playing you just a whole set of that tonight. And so I hope you're ready for a wild ride of religious trauma and all the feels. The first song that I have for you is called Black Sheep. And I kind of wrote this as a anthem for people who are deconstructing their thoughts, their religious beliefs. And I used my deconstruction community gave me just a bunch of phrases that they grew up hearing and preaching most of the time. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I'd say hate the sin, but not the the sinner. God has a plan for them. Then go pray for their salvation and find a way to draw them in. This world is full of temptation and humans all inherently sin. Mormons, Buddhists, and Muslims, they were all deceived by men. You're in the wrong denomination. This is a Christian nation. But I know my Bible and I'll show you the verse. I was a child, I fell for it first. I can change my perspective, call me a skeptic, but I'm just a black sheep in your whitewashed world. Men are the head of the household and wives must submit to them. Don't spoil your child, grab the rod, recite Ephesians. I was a crumpled piece of paper and I'll never be the same again. But I know my Bible and I'll show you the verse. I was a child, I fell for it first. I can change my perspective, call me a skeptic, but I'm just a black sheep in your whitewashed world. And don't show your shoulders, 'cause boys shouldn't see your skin. Don't be unequally yoked, your soul ties to those you love. Don't question the pastor, he studied, we're here to learn. But I know my Bible and I'll show you the verse. I was a child, I fell for it first. I can change my perspective, call me a skeptic, but I'm just a black sheep. And I know my Bible and I'll show you the verse. I was a child, I fell for it first. I can change my perspective, call me a skeptic, but I'm just a black sheep in your whitewashed world. Thank you guys so much. And I just want to clarify, I am not here to change anybody's mind or like whatever you believe is great for you, honestly. I spent way too much of my life trying to convince somebody of my religion being right that I gave up. Just you do you, boo. I just hope that if you have any religious scars, that this might help walk through them, because I've been through a lot of them. This is the first ex-Christian worship song that I ever wrote. It's kind of about the whole experience and just accepting the title that they give you. It's called Judas. I spend my nights praying, hoping, begging I won't go to hell. And don't you look up, 'cause the sky could open up at any time now. See, I prayed my whole life to be like Jesus, afraid I'd end up another Judas, 'cause I had faith and couldn't see, thought I needed faith to be free. And we pray for the sick, the hungry, the weak, and still we all are starving. But faith small as a mustard seed, if you just believed, you can move the mountains. See, I prayed my whole life to be like Jesus. Maybe turns out I was more like Judas, 'cause I had faith and couldn't see, thought I needed faith to be free. So I guess you'd call me And our sins, they are many, so pray you'll be right with Him before your time comes. And be pure in heart, soul, mind, and body. Don't dare tell anybody if you bloom early. See, I prayed my whole life to be like Jesus. Come to find out, I was more like Judas. It's really fine that I don't believe, and for God's sake, please don't pray for me, 'cause I'm just like Judas. This is a rewrite of a hymn that I wrote when I was 16, because I really have been leading worship for as long as I can remember. So honestly, being up here on a stage that's like this is very reminiscent of that. This is called He is Greater Than I. Little girl in a white dress, are you up to the test? Repeat after me, bow your head, we'll take care of the rest. Just one dunk underwater, and you're eternally blessed. Let your little light shine now, 'cause you're one of the best, you're one of the best. He is greater than I. You can do it. He is greater than I. Because a tragedy awaits, and you'll want to see his face. Keep on singing, he is greater than I. And it's okay to have doubts as long as you come around. We've studied and known it's true, just help the lost be found. And hey, here's a title, and now you're part of the in crowd. Give up your time and your life now, or else you'll be hellbound, you'll be hellbound. 'Cause the tragedy awaits, and you'll want to see his face. Just keep on singing, he is greater than I. Keep on singing, he is greater than I. I used to think that he was there all the time, and I was making myself blind. I begged him to take me back. I thought a tragedy awaited me, and I wanted to be safe. I sang, he is greater than I. He is greater than I. Till I couldn't sing anymore. I couldn't sing anymore. Okay. I told y'all it's gonna get heavy in here. It's gonna get heavy in here, but it's okay. We're gonna get through it together. This next song is called Trojan Horses. I wrote it to my children who are growing up in the same belief system that I was raised in, and to try to tell them, like, hey, use your own frickin' brain, please. That would be great of you. Pretty much. Anyway, Trojan Horses. Growing up is hard as it is, without someone saying you don't deserve it. So catch your breath, take your time. You deserve to know what real love is. They say love is sacrifice, and it kinda makes sense, but it's not quite right. If a gift is free, it has no strings. You don't really choose what you believe. they stopped my living and spread their lives. You're allowed to look at other points of view, but only with the lens they gave you. It's easy to trust what others see, especially when they're in authority. But ask all your questions and look up their sources. You shouldn't believe in Trojan horses as you learn your lessons and pass all your courses. Please don't believe in Trojan horses. Trojan horses. Ask all your questions and look up their sources. You shouldn't believe in Trojan horses as you learn your lessons and pass all your courses. Please don't believe in Trojan horses. Trojan horses. Trojan horses. Ask all your questions, look up their sources. You shouldn't believe in Trojan horses. Thank you guys so much. I know. Oh, goodness, no, you're fine. Don't clap on a broken finger. For goodness sakes, no. Oh, for goodness sakes. All right, this next one is rapture anxiety, because rapture anxiety is a very real thing that I struggled with since I was very, very young, and sitting in the backseat of my mom and dad's car on a road trip, you know, and seeing the wind move the clouds and then announcing to everybody in the car, like, oh, Jesus is coming back, and then that never happened. And at the time, it was kind of funny, you know, like, oh, she thinks she's so cute. But in real life, the child in me was terrified of the world ending at any moment. This song is called The Mark. The wind moves the clouds, and I imagine a floating crowd, and I'm still standing, my feet on the ground, trembling, looking around. The sky breaks apart, and I'm left knowing the chosen depart, and I'm bare, lonely, better off underground, 'cause there's no redemption now. And all that's left is bombs exploding. Can you feel heaven's calling? I've got nothing left except the prayers I think I've said. And all that's left is bombs exploding. Can you hear heaven's calling? I've got nothing left except a mark that says I'm dead. The ground starts to shake, and I'm left knowing my greatest mistake was being unholy. My skin's breaking down, bleeding, filling with doubt. The city's burned down, and I am waiting for the apocalypse they said was coming. I'm better off underground, 'cause there's no redemption now. And all that's left is bombs exploding. Can you feel the earth imploding? I've got nothing left except the prayers I think I've said. And all that's left Okay. We're doing great, actually. We're doing great on time. They're all telling me, oh, we're doing so amazing on time. And I so appreciate that. Because this is the second to last one that I have for you guys. Oh, and I always get the timing wrong on this. I'm so sorry. Be patient with me for a second. I want it to sound like a clock, you know? Like if you can picture a ticking. Being obsessed with death. I don't know what that is all about, but really, this song is called I Don't Want to Die. When I was younger, I made plans, like if there was an avalanche, I'd make sure I was the one to be left behind. And if I were in my case, the things that I was taught were so embedded in everything that I was taught, because I was homeschooled from day one of my life, pretty much. I never went to school. I never learned anything that my parents didn't want me to learn, which honestly I'm partially grateful for. And the other part of me is like, I wish I had been exposed to more, and I know that they really did their best on that, like they really tried. But I still don't even understand what evolution is. I have no idea, actually. Like, I couldn't tell you. So there's like some serious things that I'm missing. And so I wrote this song when I was kind of diving into what the world is like around me in reality, instead of just what I in what I had thought it was. It's called Survival of the Fittest. It means whatever you want it to mean. It's probably my most controversial song, but here we go. It'll be fun. Well, I've watched a lot of documentaries talking about how the world could be ending and we don't even know it. They fly high and we're below it. They talk about how we came to be, how there's so much more to see than just your TV. And it's the year 23. I'm farther behind than I'd like to be. I'm counting pennies every day. I wish that that would go away. Why is it so hard to be alive? We're acting like it's 1195. We have plumbing lights and rocket ships and 5 men who own all that shit, but they still can't find the clit, and we all keep right on faking it. When our world explodes, they'll find the bones and pods we've left behind, 'cause in the end it really is survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. This morning my phone went off and I hit the snooze a million times. I'm afraid to open up my eyes, 'cause when I do I get paralyzed. Future's knocking at my door, but I will just hit ignore and go back to sleep. And there's whispers of a world so grand, like stardust mixed with shifting sand, but it's chaos in a world of lies. Why can't Miss Umbridge teach these guys? Should I do every day? It makes me more and more afraid that I'll never be free. But I don't want to lose hope like I've lost faith in the man in the sky. Can you see me? Am I alive? I feel like another bee in the hive. The bear is on his honey fix. He's back for another hit. Guess in the end it really is survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Survival of chemtrails and nuclear power plants. These are our best advancement plans. We'll launch our best selves to outer space, and they'll watch our planet take the cake. Say it's too bad CEOs and neon lights can't fix this overnight. And it turns out aliens were real, and it's not even that big of a deal, 'cause they're still flying in the skies and we can't even compromise. Why is it so hard to be alive? It's 'cause this world's taking a fucking nosedive. But whatever survives this extinction event, I hope they can finally pay the rent. We pay utilities and commodities because we know nothing comes for free. Hope our dollar burns and we learn that we can let everyone thrive. But I guess for now, it's just survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Survival of it's just survival, survival. It's just survival, survival. Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Well, that's pretty much all I had. And I got a few more minutes left. So if you want, I can play you the most recent song that I've written. And Sarah's already heard this one. She was over here. I think this might be one of the best songs I've ever written, actually. It's called Die Happy. Rent a car, head on down, not quite to LA City. Bank app says that we're broke, can't spend one more penny. Next thing I know, we're dancing in the highway, 'cause we're on an adventure and might as well die happy. So we hit the bar, hustle up, those guys got off lucky. 2 rounds in, we're up times 10, and now I'm feeling frisky. Wonder what my mom would say about the way I'm living. It started off by smiling at my phone. They helped me feel less alone. Just innocent texts and phone calls to tell me that I'm pretty. 'Cause life is an adventure, you might as well die happy. Might as well die happy. So we bought a house, settled down, we'll work to make it classy. But you know that we're bogged down, can't spend one more penny. House broke is no joke, not in this economy. But this is our adventure, and I really hope I'm happy. 3 jobs later, still no letter, I thought we were lucky. Now my heart is sensing danger, I thought we were happy. You don't have to stay here, I just want you to die happy. And I want to die happy. And now I'm off smiling at my phone, wondering why I feel so alone. Just innocent texts and phone calls, 'cause he thinks that I'm pretty. And life is an adventure, so you might as well die happy. Might as well die happy. Happy. Just innocent texts and phone calls to tell me that I'm pretty. It started off by smiling at my phone. And life is an adventure, so you might as well die happy. Might as well die happy. Happy. Just innocent texts and phone calls to tell me that I'm pretty. Life is an adventure, so you might as well die happy. Happy. Might as well die happy. Thank you so much again.
Hello, welcome back to Live at the Hive with LAURIE DAMERON. We are getting ready to have a really great set from her. And just so you know, I don't think we have to go back all over all the Hive stuff, but we are very glad that you're here and tuning in. And here we go. LAURIE DAMERON.
Hello, everybody out there. Shane, thank you so much for making this work. So I was Googling venues in Boise, Idaho, and it's just striking out. And the very bottom last one was the Boise Hive. And when I found out it was a place for helping people with mental health issues, I was like, oh my God, I gotta play there. So yeah, I'm a peer support specialist in Boulder, Colorado for Windhorse Community Services. It's like Mental Health Partners, but it's Windhorse is more Buddhist oriented. But Anyway, I'm so happy to be here on my Northwest tour. Tomorrow or Monday, I'll be playing in Moscow at the One World Cafe, and then Portland, Oregon on September 29th at the Artichoke Music. So I was camped out in Red Canyon on the way to Bryce National Park. And my favorite spot on the world is Utah. And I was all alone in my campground, and it was dusk, and I got my guitar out, and I started doing this little thing, and I must have done it for an hour and a half. I won't do that tonight, but... I had one of those mind-blowing moments when I looked at the stars and thought, oh my God, where does it end? And then what's after that? Then where does that universe end? And what's after that? You know, mind-blowing. And the stars begin to appear. So far away from here, so far away from here, so far away from here. Another sunset, and I don't know what for. Why I sit here waiting for a knocking at my door. Another time when I don't know what to do. Nothing seemed to matter while I wallow in my blue, and I don't my mind will let me free, and I don't have any answers for me, and I don't know why I just can't let it be. I keep on asking myself if I am in love. There's no definition that I am thinking of. Why should it matter now? No answer would do. All that I know is that I want to be with you, and I don't know if my mind will let me free, and I don't know if you want to be with me, and I don't know why I just can't let it be. Sometimes I really think that I can't can't stand the pain. Yet I know I will. All that's left will be a stain. I feel so satisfied, and then I get so damn confused. Do you really love me, or am I just being used? And I don't know if your mind will let you free, and I really don't know if I want you with me, and I don't know why I just can't let it be. Wish I didn't have so many questions within. And the answer comes, another million ones begin. I feel so good things be, but I keep on asking why. So I end up sitting here, all I want to do is cry. And I don't have any answers for you, and I don't have any answers for me, and I don't know why I just can't let it be. And I don't know if my mind will let me be, and I don't have any answers for me, and I don't know why I just can't let it free. Thank you. So, that was kind of sad song to start with, but that's off my first album, Utah Dream, and but I'm gonna do a couple originals here off that CD. This song took me the longest of any song for me to write. It took me years. I had this little riff going, and I wrote the first verse, and I just could never finish the song. And then a couple years later, I got into the right relationship. Yeah, and it was really easy to finish. So this is When Will I Ever Forget About You? You keep breaking my heart. I swear it's tearing me apart. When will I ever forget about you? You keep jacking me around. First I'm getting up, then you get down. When will I ever forget about you? We keep coming back for more. Both of us wounded, both of us weary of war. Last trick was enough. You taught me all about non-monogamous love. Now maybe I can forget about you. Showed me you're insane, but so am I, but you're the one who's vain. Now maybe I can forget about you. Said you thought it would be alright with me. They fooling around, thought we're bound. I bet so did she. Where did your integrity go? Guess you didn't know me, but then how would you know anything about love? Now that I don't understand, gotta leave it behind, have a good time for me, gotta give a damn. But will I ever forget about you? I think I'm saying more or less to the pain, but will I forget about you? You. Baby, I'll never forget about you. Never, never. 2, 3, 4. From the start you gotta say though, that song was co-written. I lived up in Summit County in the 80s. Summit County's where Keystone and Breckenridge, Copper Mountain ski areas are, above the Front Range up from Denver. And some of the funnest days of my life. But anyway, my last winter up there, 86, 87, in March, the Colorado Music Association came up to Breckenridge to have a workshop. And one of our assignments was to pick a partner. And so Pamela Rich wrote the lyrics for that, and I wrote the music. And I've never been able to find her anywhere. Facebook, I mean, I've Google. She doesn't know that her song made it on an album, a real CD. So anyway, I'm going to throw a cover in here because we're at the Boise Hive, and they help people with mental health challenges. And so I think they might have wrote this one for me. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. Said I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you loved me as long as you want to, and that someday you'll leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, oh, what in the world would I do? Said I'm crazy for thinking that my love could hold you, and I'm crazy for loving you. Why do I let myself worry? Wondering, oh, what in the world would I do? Said I'm crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. Said I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. I'm crazy. Okay, I'm going to throw this one in there. This is a true story. My mom gave me a 1968 Volkswagen Bug when I graduated Boulder High School in 1978. And I was packing up from college after my first year at college, and I was stuffing everything in the Bug, and the passenger seat popped out. And I thought, well, I'll just put the passenger seat in storage, and that way I can fit more stuff in the car. Well, I got used to it. I could put my guitar amp right there. I felt like a limo driver driving my friends around in the back. And anyway, one night in Boulder, we closed this bar, the Boulder, I can't remember the name of it, but, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then we went, parking in my little Bug. So I wrote this song, Fun in My Bug. Ain't got no fancy car, it's just a 68 Bug. It's big enough for loving if we stay in a hug. Like 2 bugs in a rug. Who said you can park in a VW nice and snug? I know it's cold outside, it's only 30 degrees, but between the two of us it makes 196 if we just stay out of the breeze. In a small space like this with heated passion, we won't freeze. The windows will steam. No one will see us as we act just like we're 16. Oh, you know what I mean. My Bug's a mighty clean machine. Cause the front seat's the storage just in case we take a honeymoon. Oh, my Bug's a love cocoon. We'll have so much fun in my Bug, someday we'll write a tune. So much fun in my Bug, someday I'll have to write a tune. So much fun in my Bug, someday I'll have to write a tune. That Bug sound. All right. So I forgot to say when I did that song along with the backtrack, I'm going to do another one here, just to show these fabulous musicians that I worked with on my first 2 albums. Joe Scott of Wind Machine. Wind Machine was one of the best bands to ever grace Colorado. And Joe Scott is an amazing guitarist, and he played bass on this next song, Utah Dream, and mandolin on a song. And then you heard the fabulous organ keyboards by Taylor Mesplay, Michael Olson on the bass, Larry Thompson on the drums. Larry has played with every band around Colorado. He's an incredible drummer, but anyway, so usually I ask the audience, hey, who has visited our beautiful state to the west of us? That's when I'm in Colorado, but Utah is south of us right here. Have you been to Utah? Yeah. Yeah. So I've been going there since 1986, and I had to write a song. And Daniel Jones, you're going to hear on this beautiful pedal steel. He came in the studio and got it in like 2 takes. Usually it takes 10 or 15 takes, but anyway, so here you go, Utah Dream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Utah dream keeps running over through my mind. Utah dream, just get me there, I'll be fine. More I see, desert visions, I can be serene. Nowhere, nothing like a Utah dream. And I don't know if I had ever gone there, if I hadn't read Desert Solitaire. The stories that it told brought burning tears. When you're there, it's like something from a movie scene. Nowhere, nothing like a Utah dream. Firelight dancing on the canyon walls. Desert storm, it kinda makes you feel small. Colors there that you never even seen before. So much Utah dust, you could never be more. And if you haven't seen every single star, you don't have to go too far. Colorado around the bend, heavens like these hands. Solitude feels like the world's at peace again. I never want this Utah dream to end. Solitude, how could anybody disagree? Nowhere, nothing like a Utah dream. Nowhere, nothing like a Utah dream. I'll be going back down through Salt Lake City and the Moab area on my way back from this trip. So I'm going to do one more with this backtrack. My second album, my first album's all folky and bluesy, all original, and my second album, Looking Through the Blue, is all original jazz, kind of more like new agey jazz. But this is an instrumental called If You Could Hear My Heart. Thank you so much. Change guitars really quick here. So, how about May Crow that opened the show tonight? She was great songs, great lyrics. She had an Ibanez guitar, and I told her the story between. This is an Ibanez artist. I joined the jazz band at Adams State College in my junior year, and the bass player was always hawking stuff for drug money, and I got this at a hawk for $200. It's worth about $5,000, but. And I don't know where that guy ever ended up. He's probably a goner. But anyway, my third album is one original. Oh, I forgot to do that song. I'll do it after this, but if I have time. Anyway, it's one original, I Can't Wait to See You Again, which I won a Billboard honorable mention in the World Song Contest for Billboard magazine in 2008. Honorable mention, that's good enough for me. And then it's 12 of my favorite jazz standards, and this is one of them. This is Antonio Carlos Jobim's How Insensitive. How insensitive I must have seemed when he told me that he loved me. How unmoved and cold I must have seemed when he told me so sincerely. Why he must have asked, did I just turn and stare in icy silence? What was I to say? What can you say when a love affair is over? Now he's gone away, and I'm alone with the memory of his last look. Vague and drawn and sad, I see it's still all the memory of his last look. Why he must ask, did I just turn and stand in icy silence? What was I to say? What can he say when a love affair is over? How insensitive. So, in November of 2018, I was so honored to be part of the Colorado Women's Jazz Festival Mary Lynn Gillespie put on in Boulder, Colorado. And I sang that song because this gal had broken up with me on September 15th of 2018. Anyway, and then so I sang, and then a couple songs, and then this gal got up and sang this song. I'd never heard it before. It's called Out of Nowhere, and I fell in love with the song. And then she improvised on a French horn. It was just incredible. And I went home and learned the song right away because I fell in love with it. So this is out of nowhere. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. You came to me from out of nowhere. You took my heart and found it free. Wonderful dreams, wonderful schemes out of nowhere. Made it love for me. If you should go back to your nowhere, leaving me with a memory. I was waiting for your return out of nowhere, hoping you'll bring your love back to me. I'm going to play the short version of that one because I'm running out of time here. But so anyway, with that song, out of nowhere, I learned a new chord. And it turned into a song. And this is a song that I wrote for myself to help me through the grieving. This is called Do You Think of Me? And I can't wait to get into the studio and record this. So... Do you think of me when you see the moon? Do you think of me? Did you give up on me too soon? Do you think of me? Do you think of me? Do you think of me? Do you cry at night when you go to bed? Do you dream of me? Can't get me out of your head. Do you think of me? Do you think of me? Do you think of me? Sweet memories, a simple pleasure, like holding hands at the movies, I'll always treasure. Or spooning on a lazy afternoon. There's one thing that'll last forever, the look on your face as we dance together, so lovely as I surrender to you. Do you listen to our favorite tunes? Think of dancing in your living room. Are you missing tender kissing, memories? Did you lie to me back in the month of May, saying you thought that we'd get married someday? And then September came and you ran away, and you ran away. Should I beg you to come back to me? I tried so hard, can't seem to let you free. I'm so sorry I couldn't give you all the time that you need, but my thoughts are with you almost every day. You're a lover in every song I play. born, can't get back to sleep. Get up before the dawn. Are you missing me like I'm missing you? Did you love me? Was it really true? Do you think of me? Do you think of me? Do you? Oh, thank you so much. So I just got one more song really to do, and gonna switch guitars again real quick. Actually, it's two songs because I wrote another song to help me through the grieving, and I just call it the grieving song. And then it's going to lead into the last song, which I wrote for her in May of 2018 when she was talking about getting married. And she said it was the best thing anyone ever gave her. And she couldn't believe I remembered all these things that were meaningful to her and put them in one song. It's called Goodnight, Sweet Baby, Sweet Dreams. And it is recorded. And you're going to hear that beautiful pedal steel again by Daniel Jones. But so I'm going to do the grieving song, and it'll go into the Goodnight, Sweet Baby, Sweet Dreams. Is this coming through the speakers? night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. Dream about waterfalls, rivers and streams. Dream of the comfort when your mother would sing. Good night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. Good night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. Dream about angels and butterfly wings. Dream about roses and other good things. Good night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. Row, row, row a boat, drift through the clouds. Together we'll fly on peace. We'll spoon and we'll dance to the beat of our heart. Baby, we'll both become queens. Good night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. Forget about problems, forget about schemes. Remember, it's as bad as it seems. Good night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. I'll hold you and squeeze you as tight as I can. Confusion will all come unfurled. I'll be there beside you through nightmares and screams. Together we'll conquer the world. Night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. Dream about waterfalls, rivers and streams. Dream about colors like violet and green. Good night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. Good night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. Good night, sweet baby, sweet dreams. Sweet dreams, everybody, here at the Boise Hive. Thank you so much for having me and making this work. I so appreciate it. I'm traveling on tomorrow. Sweet dreams.